friends, welcome back to the channel. If you have been following me, you know that I love the Pomodoro Technique. Although the Pomodoro Technique has changed the way I study, I wasn't using it correctly when I first started using it. I would frequently not study well, lose focus, or become exhausted. I realized that the Pomodoro Technique can actually be improved in certain ways if you have tried it and you didn't like it. That means you can start using Pomodoro Technique, and if you are totally new, you will definitely have fun with this technique because you will learn in this video how to spice things up and enjoy Pomodoro and be productive. The Pomodoro Technique can be improved in a number of ways. What exactly is the Pomodoro method or technique? In case you're totally unfamiliar with the Pomodoro Technique, no worries, I got your back, because I will go over it in this video and repeat it approximately 1,000,000 times. Therefore, let's begin with a Pomodoro counter. Mr. Francisco Chirello, I hope I pronounced the name correctly, came up with this method in the 1980s. This method divides studying into smaller breaks. Studying for 25 minutes before taking a 5-minute break is the most common approach. One Pomodoro session is simply that much. After that, you do that 4 more times, with the exception of the 4th time when you take a 20 to 30 minutes break. This method has been adored by people all around the world. It allows you to focus for a certain amount of time before taking a break for a certain time. So let's look at how to improve this method. You might say, where is the magic? How will this help a person who always procrastinates, is never motivated, has a long list of to-dos which are pending for the last several years, and so on? The point or the magic lies here. First, know your goal that you want to achieve. For example, I want to pass the Cisco or CCNA exam. So the same thing with you. You want to achieve something. Clarify the goal, divide it in smaller chunks based on your available times. For example, you are married and you have children. Taking time is not easy. But here comes the Pomodoro Technique to save the day. You just need 1, 2, 3, or a maximum of 4 Pomodoro sessions to take you one step closer to your goal each time you run the start button on the Pomodoro timer. By knowing your goals, you have to know what you're actually going to be studying before you start the timer for your greatest session. For me, it's very simple. I just study some flashcards and answer a few practice questions, which is what I'm doing at the moment, besides reading the book. However, I must complete a certain number of flashcards or questions each day, as well as to create a certain number of flashcards beside other things. This is not valid only in a study world, but also in work too. You might have seen the work with me or study with me videos or my sessions. Mostly I go live, I study, I write my short stories, or I write scripts for my YouTube videos, and I use the Pomodoro Technique. And I hit the timer for several consecutive hours. And I encourage you to use those study with me times. Even if you are not online at the same time, I post the video so that you can return to it anytime later and follow me while I'm doing my work, you do your work, and you don't have to install any app or anything on your phone or your computer. This helps me to deeply concentrate on my work, take care of my tickets if I'm working at my job, my full-time job is in IT. When I receive tickets, take care of the tasks and the items in the stock, and do tasks that require no interaction with others I can do on my desk. Or when I'm at home, I work for several sessions on writing my scripts for these YouTube videos you see, or my weekly newsletter, my research papers, my articles, or short stories. In short, I find the Pomodoro Technique the best when I use it for studying and writing. And that is what you can do too, easily and effectively. For instance, if you were required to write an essay, you might need to break it down in various ways. You might, for instance, say, first I'm going to work on an outline of the essay, first Pomodoro session, and in the second one I would do a dirty rough draft. Then in the next Pomodoro session that you have, you take care of the second draft and the third and so forth. This is an example of how to go about it. After that, I will finish the essay after 5 Pomodoro sessions, and I will edit the essay on X and Y dates. It is important that by starting your Pomodoro session, you have these particular things such as amount of sessions, dates and time, and the schedule, everything to be planned out. Set goals for the number of Pomodoro sessions you want to complete the tasks or assignment, especially if you are a very busy person, a parent working and studying. In fact, the 25 minutes by 5-minute break Pomodoro session method is what I use to study for my big exams. Throughout the entirety of this video, one of the most important points I will make is that we always try to stay focused during our Pomodoro sessions. That is the key. Again, especially if you are a parent, because the goal is that you have or take only 25 minutes when your child is asleep or something. 25 minutes and you focus your goal. You give your full attention and have a deep concentration on what you are supposed to accomplish or at work or anything. Because neglecting deep focus in our Pomodoro session defeats the entire purpose of the technique and you won't achieve anything. Tip number 2, to use the Pomodoro technique while in the Pomodoro session. Determine the hours during which you will study. When I wasn't working on a regular job and I was just studying, I would usually study from 8 a.m. to 12 o'clock, then from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and I was studying a lot those days. I might even study from 6 to 8 o'clock in the night as well. So I've kind of divided my time based on the Pomodoro method. And this helped me to never get tired because I was studying for 25 minutes and I had a 5-minute break and I was always refreshing myself. So be careful not to kill yourself with the Pomodoro technique as well. So the good way I would use was to have a very large breakfast in the morning, take a longer break during the lunch to enjoy your lunch, drink plenty of water during the 5 minutes of your breaks. Do not drink energy drinks, please, for God's sake. Drink green tea and you will definitely thank me in 10 years' time. Eat a snack or something during your longer breaks like 15 to 20 minutes, and every break that you have, divide to do different things. In one break you can do one thing and the other another. These breaks, drinking and small snacks are the key for your good health, mental health and your success as well. By doing all these and using the Pomodoro technique correctly, you will have more energy and you can control yourself to be more focused in your life and be productive. Tip number 3 is personalize the timing of your Pomodoro sessions and do experiments. The timing doesn't have to be 25 minutes and a 5-minute break, which is very common. Take between 20 to 60 minutes active sessions, but not more than 60 because studies show that your concentration and focus falls down if you force your brain to work harder and harder and for a longer periods of time without having a break. The key is to figure out what timing works best for you. Experiment until you find the best timing that you have creativity and deep focus. The best approach that I recommend is to take a round of 25 to 30 minutes of studying or concentration. Then you should take a break of 5 minutes. But after a round of 100 minutes of cumulative studying, you should take longer break, about 20 to 30 minutes. Actually, I have 3 styles when I'm using the Pomodoro technique, and I choose a style based on what I'm doing. Let's check one by one. Let me simplify my first common style for you. I have a 25 minutes of deep work. By deep work, I mean everything I want to focus on: study, write, work, learn, blog, write, whatever. 5-minute break, 25 minutes deep work, 5-minute break, 25 minutes deep work, 5 minutes break, 25 minutes deep work, then I take a 20 to 30 minutes break. Sometimes I see that my mode is more energetic, and especially when I'm writing short stories or research papers, I use my second style, which is a bit longer Pomodoro sessions. I take 35 minutes of deep work, 5 minutes break, 35 minutes of deep work, 5 minutes break, 35 minutes of deep work, 5 minutes break, and then 20 to 30 minutes break. As I said, please experiment and find the best approach. My third style is pretty much the same. It is the flow state Pomodoro. It is when I feel I am in a flow state, so I don't stop writing or studying or my work. Flow is where the task is kind of in this perfect state, where it is easy to take a break, but it is too difficult to return to that state, and you are enjoying working, so you are just killing it. What is this flow state for me? When I lose track of time, forget to eat, or forget to reposition my body in any way, I enter a flow state, and I'm simply centered totally around the assignment before me. When I'm diligently doing chores around at home, studying or writing short stories, I occasionally enter this flow state. It's the best state to be since you enjoy every moment and achieve an outstanding performance and quality work. Evidence indicates that your performance actually improves when you are in a flow state. So what do I really do in this state? I keep going on and going on. I continue with my deep work, study or writing, whatever. When the 25-minute timer is up, I will restart another 25 minutes timer right away. This way, I'm keeping my flow state. I know if I came back after a break, I won't easily get to where I am right now. For example, my brain is processing amazing description to define the setting of a place or the character of the protagonist in my story. And I know that I won't get these amazing descriptions or ideas if I take a break. I might need another 25 minutes, which the same pattern will repeat and I won't be successful or productive. So I keep my flow state and continue writing. But I will add the break into my next break and have 10 minutes break. The next step is to get rid of any and all potential distractions. Reduce the likelihood that you will be distracted during the Pomodoro sessions. Please get rid of everything you don't need from your desk. Books, notes, snacks, even your phone, and everything else you don't intend to use. Next step, the use of classical conditioning. The use of classical conditioning is the next and most important step in this video and how to get the most out of your Pomodoro technique. During your Pomodoro session, you are not permitted to lose focus. In point of fact, saying focus during your Pomodoro session is the nuts and bolts of the Pomodoro technique. If you lose concentration during these sessions, the core value is actually lost. If you don't know what classical conditioning means, it means you associate one stimulus with another. So what exactly is stimulus? Anything could be it. It might be the noise. It's basically anything your body takes in. Preparing your workplace, study place, room, desk, library, music on your headphones, white noise, or any other thing that helps you prepare for your Pomodoro session. Please use that along with the Pomodoro technique to have better concentration. Here is the last bonus step. The first step to get the most out of your Pomodoro method is to take better breaks. Better breaks will help you learn better and maintain your physical and mental health at the same time. Therefore, in order of preference, here are my favorite breaks. Number 1 is drink tea. Number 2 is yoga poses. Number 3 is exercise. Number 4 is changing position. Number 5 is meditate. Number 6 is play an instrument. Number 7 is talk to a friend or relative or family member. Number 8 is to take a short nap. Number 9 is to watch a short funny movie. And finally, number 10 is to look at the mirror and laugh loudly if you can. Overall, the Pomodoro method is a very effective learning tool. But as with any tool, it can be used correctly or incorrectly. Studying and test performance will improve if the Pomodoro method is used correctly. I hope you liked these tips and experiences that I shared. Thank you for watching this episode of productivity and note-taking. If you learned from this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel to boost the algorithms. to spill its magic on my channel. If you like this video, you might also like to subscribe to my weekly newsletter, and this is like an email that I send every week on Monday. I share the summary of the books that I read and tips like this sort of stuff. At the moment, it has a mailing list of over 10,000 subscribers. If you would like to join this community of amazing 10,000 people and subscribers, please give it a try. The link is in the descriptions below. It is free, and if you didn't like it, you can easily unsubscribe at any time. Again, thank you very much for watching this video. You will see other videos on the screen. Click on any other video and watch that amazing video to learn more techniques, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.